Alright guys, welcome to another edition of Roller Pigeon Evolution. We got Smitty right here, and I am your cameraman, Danny Castillo. How you doing today, Sam?
Great, how you guys doing today? Welcome to another edition of Roller Pigeon Evolution. I'm out here giving my birds a little water so they can have something to bathe in. Something that's really important is make sure your birds are able to bathe. Make sure that you're putting bath salts in the water. Got a bath salts right here. This is something you can pick up at Jed's, you can pick it up at El Granero, you can pick it up at Boone's, or any of your local pigeon places like High Point Bowlers or something like that.
Alright, so, what are we talking about today, Sam?
Today, I've had a lot of people ask me about specific families that I breed. We've gone into our white bar family. We've talked about my classic family. But somebody had asked specifically about my Blue Star family. So what I've done, I've lined up a bunch of the Blue Star family, and I'm going to go into a little depth about the family origins, where it comes from, who it comes from, that type of thing. So come on over and we'll show you the birds.
Let's go check them out. Oh, nice little setup here.
Yeah, so just to get started, I'll go through the birds individually to show you who they are, what they go back to. Okay, on the top here, what we've got is a bird that I call piano tail. This is 3 generations. You've got 1, 2, 3 generations. Piano tail is a 2005. His son is a 2011. This is a 2017. All 3 of these birds were flown and proven.
As a matter of fact, the 2017 bird, third bird right here.
This one right here.
Yeah, you probably, if you guys look at us flying our birds, you'll see him. He's one of the deepest ones in that kit.
Right, that's one of the birds that showed up in one of our videos and did really well. If you take a quick look at these birds,
I'm gonna run through these real quick.
You've got piano tail, you've got the blue badge, you've got his son. And this is another older Blue Star bird. But again, consistency on these birds. One of the things I like about them is they all tend to look the same. Okay. They're very consistent in the way they look.
These little youngsters right here.
Right, these are all this year's birds that I bred. These little youngsters here. And this little one right here, something you notice, look at the feet on this bird. You notice something strange? It's got grouse legs on him. This particular family of birds, I have never bred muffs out of them. I've never crossed anything into them. They've been kept pretty much pure since the day I've gotten. Now, just like I talk about, in all families, there are muff behind them. The birds that originally came here from England were muffs. Here again is just more proof. This bird is out of a whole family of clean-legged birds, and if you take a really close look at that, you can see there's definitely muff there. So this is something that I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on making a group of Blue Stars that are full muff without crossing anything into them.
Okay,
so,
moving forward on the video, hey, where did the actual name Blue Star come from?
The name Blue Star actually is a name that I created. The original Blue Star hen that I got from a friend of mine by the name of Dennis Godair, who lives out of state now. I'll show you a picture of her. She is right here. This is a one bird that all these birds go back to. Without this bird, there are none of them. So that's the Blue Star hen. She was a 1991 bird. All these birds, again, if you look at this hen and look at these birds, you can see a common thread. I mean, just take a look. Look at piano tail.
Okay. Well, my next question is real quick. What is the specific traits that you like about this particular family?
Oh, okay, definitely.
Because we can go back to the picture and show
specific traits. One of the things about these birds is they stand on their tippy toes. When you take one of these birds, just to give you an example, and you first put them in show pen, they stand right on their tippy toes. Let's see if you can get a shot of this. Up on their tippy toes. See how the tip toes? You see it? That right there is a very, very distinct characteristic.
Look at those butts too, wing butts.
Wing butts. When we talk about wing butts, this part of the wing right here that sticks forward, what would be close to like a shoulder on a human, those wing butts stick straight out. If you look at piano tail, same thing. His wing butts stick straight out. They're very prominent. Okay? If you look at this cock right here, again, another Blue Star cock. Is a blue check with bronze, a lot of bronze in his wing. Beautiful bird. I love that when they come like that. Now, his mother is actually a bronze. A lot of people would think it's a recessive red, but it's a bronze. This is his mother, and this is where that bronzing comes from. She's out of 2 blues, and that's her son. Again, look at the wing butts. Look at the fact that their toes are up off the ground. That's a really distinct characteristic that these birds carry throughout. And when I say carry throughout, I've been breeding these birds since 1991. Here we are in 2017, and I've been keeping them extremely close in that I do not have a lot of genetic diversity. I don't add a lot of birds into this family. I keep the same birds bred back to the same birds over and over, and they are strong and they are consistent. They're consistent in their role, they're consistent in their appearance, and they're strong birds. They're not weak.
They kit pretty well too, right?
Yes, definitely. One of the things, these birds tend to fly to the front of the kit. The roll is, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, in my humble opinion, their roll is anywhere from an 8 to a 7, and top of the line roll. Speed, consistency, depth across the board with this family, and that's why I've stayed so tight with this family and have not added a lot of birds, haven't had any birds into it at all, just kept it by itself. And again, these are all this year's birds right here on this one. These are some of the older birds, except for this one that was this year's birds also.
And that one made it into your stock, huh?
Yes, yes. Just another thing, when it comes to stocking birds, I generally stock per year no more than 4 to 5 birds a year. That's it. For me to stock 10 birds in 1 year is unheard of. I don't do it. And the reason being because the standard for stock needs to be the best. It needs to be the best. If it's not the best, it shouldn't be stocked. If it's good, okay, it's good, but it's not the best. If you're going to stock and you have a standard and you want to keep the standard in your loft high as far as quality, you have to stock the best. This was one of the best birds I flew this year, and it's stocked. I stocked it.
Oh yeah, when you can see that on one of our videos.
Oh yeah, excellent, excellent bird. There's the father, which was stocked. There's the grandfather, which was stocked. And then right here, the blue star hen is the great-great-grandmother to all of them. So just gives you an idea of this family, of how it works. And these are offspring of these birds right here. On the second level are some older birds. Again, they all go back to the exact same thing. If you notice this mealy bar badge, again, full blue star, same thing. Talked about the bronze right here, full blue star. This blue check right here, blue star. Another blue bar, and this blue bar badge, all blue star birds. Now, back to the origins of the family. The birds on the blue star side are a combination of Carl Hardesty and Davis. Those two lines came together to form the blue star family. So that's what's behind them, Carl Hardesty's birds and Davis. We've had to balance between the Hardesty birds and the Davis birds because the Davis birds, extremely consistent, very unique style of roll. The Hardesty birds, hard rolling, very, very deep birds. In this family of birds, when I tended to go more towards the Hardesty side, I tended to get really, really deep, kind of unstable birds. So it's a balancing act between these families. Okay. And how do I know when I have more of the Hardesty or more of the Davis? And this is how I know. The Hardesty birds tend to have shorter beaks. The Davis birds tend to have longer beaks. So when the family was originally started, I saw both families separated, and the Davis birds were much longer in body. The Hardesty were very cobby, very short. And I know if I go too far to one side or the other, if I go too far to the Davis, I lose something. If I go too far to the Hardesty, I lose something. So I try to keep a real good balance of them. But one of my favorite family of birds to work with. Mm-hmm. I don't have anything else on this particular video. Do you have any questions for me, Danny?
Well, you want to talk about an upcoming event that we got going on?
Yeah, excellent, excellent. One of the things that I would like to do, I would like to extend a personal invitation to all of you out there. That means we're going to have an event. This is going to be at Leach Granary in Downey, which is a supplier to most of your local pigeon stores and pigeon supplies. So we're going to have a show. It's going to be a pigeon show. We're going to have judges. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have giveaways. It's going to be an event. And this is a Roller Pigeon exclusive, a Roller Pigeon Evolution exclusive that you are invited to. So when you're there, when you see me, make sure you come up to me. Make sure you shake my hand. Make sure you say hi. I will be giving details in the subsequent videos that we've got coming up on all the stuff that we've got coming to do with that. So I really look forward to seeing you. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Roller Pigeon Evolution. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And remember, you only know what you know.
That's it. See you guys later.
Thanks.